This is Chris Appleton of Absolver, and you're listening to Angel Gareth on PRFM.
Of course, it's Angel down in Cardiff with, this time, Temperance movement. I've got Phil.
Hi.
Phil Campbell.
Yes.
We already have a Phil Campbell in Wales, you know that, don't you?
Is that the guy from Motorhead?
That's the one.
Yeah.
So, you know, and you're Scottish.
Mm-hmm. Is he Scottish also?
No, he's Welsh. He's full-on Welsh, man.
Right.
Full-on Welsh. Now, you guys, you're just finishing off. This is your last date on your tour.
Uh-huh.
And it's such a great tour as well, haven't you been?
Yeah, it's been great.
Glasgow, Edinburgh sold out.
Uh-huh.
And then you're down here in Wales playing on the last date, and then you've got to travel all the way back home?
Yeah, I'm going home tomorrow, yeah, for a couple of days.
So that's a long old drive.
It's on a train.
Oh, it's not so bad then, is it? It's not so
Well,
bad.
you know what? It's taken from 9:30 till 6:30 in the evening to get fucking back up there.
That long?
Yeah.
On a train?
What the fuck's that about?
That's just beyond the joke. You know, I
So
thought trains
there's
were
one
faster.
change, there's 9:30 till, and there's a change at 10:30 somewhere, and then it's 6:30 is when I get in it. I hope to God I'm reading that wrong.
You're going to be knackered by the time you get home, man.
Well, I mean, it's sitting down in a train. I mean, it
just
depends, you
chilling.
know.
Chilling out on a train, really.
You know, you could just sit there and just see what. But I'll be chilling out after all of this carry on that's been going on here.
Why? What's that? What's been happening on the road then with this tour? Because, I mean, Portsmouth last night, it's a long old travel up to here. Was that about 3-4 hours drive?
The journeys ain't been that bad. I mean, we're in a nice little people carrier that's very, very comfortable. The work is hard. I mean, you got to give you've got to give everybody this amazing show, like a sort of almost like a round up performance of the last couple of years that we've been doing. So on a bigger stage, we're having to really sort of put across who we are from Water Rats down in London to here.
To up here. But you said you played Wales before.
Yeah.
You played Bogies, the Globe down here in Cardiff, and of course at the Steelhouse up on the mountain in
Yeah.
Ebervale. Well, Ebervale sort of area where
Yeah.
we're from. So what's it like playing on top of a mountain though? Compared to playing like other festivals where it's like flat grounds and you're like sort of suddenly you're on top of a mountain playing.
It was a great day. It was a fantastic day there. You know, it was fantastic sound on the stage, and it was great to be part of that festival. It was wonderful. Lots of good people were there to see us. It was great. Yeah, it was.
Rocking.
It was really nice.
So what's happening now with the Temperance movement after this tour is finished?
Well, after this tour is finished, we've got a few days, and then we go back to do some more touring in Europe, and that'll be about 12 days. After that, there'll be a little bit more of a break, and we go home to our lives for a little bit, and then we're going to do some festivals through the summer. We're doing Download, Belladrome, maybe Tina Park if we can get that. There's talk of another couple. But essentially, I think there's plans to go to America at the end of the year, and in amongst all that summer, we're going to start recording some more music.
You're going to start recording some more music. Now, I know you did a Record Store Day single.
Yes.
Now, why these two tracks? An Oasis track and a Blur track?
Because they were great bands, and
Is that what
we
got
love
you-
them.
Is that what got you inspired into doing music, these bands?
Well, it was just we've been singing on about the Faces and everything, and it would have been too easy for us to go in and you know, into Abbey Road and done a Pink Floyd song or Stones or something like that, and we wanted to just do something different. And to, you know, those bands are, you know, they're from my time growing up, and so we put our sound into their music.
No, I was listening to Up in the Sky the other day. Played that yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
And you've done it in your own style. You haven't tried to copy the Oasis boys on it. You've done it in your own style, which is fantastic. I think
That's what you should
Great
do with
way
a
to do
cover.
it.
You know, I mean, that's it. I think it sounds like us playing Oasis, and the Blur one's good as well. But it was the experience was wonderful. I mean, because it was this special day, Record Store Day. At Abbey Road we're doing it, and so we got to record in Abbey Road in the Beatles studio number 2, and it was one of the most exciting days, because recording 2 tracks is it is in sort of 6 hours. It's quite a lot.
It's
It's quite a lot to do, and we're quite good at working like that.
So
it got us really inspired, and it was great because at Abbey Road, and different to the place in Willesden where we recorded our album, everything is there, and you can kind of, if you wanted to use a piano, it's already set up. If you want to go over and use some old instruments, set up and ready to go. And you've got engineers that will do anything for you, just bang. It's amazing, So it got us really into the whole...
So it's all set for you. All you had to do is just walk in and get down to it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Now you got this single out now, Take It Back.
Yes.
As well. This is the latest single. From the album. So, and I played this yesterday. I got to be honest. I played it yesterday, and I was listening to it, and I thought, wow.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I thought, wow. Yeah.
I've always thought it was like a quick fire shot of what we do. It was a little bit, it's not too long. It's quite fast paced. I thought it served well as a single.
It works well. I got to be honest. And of course, it's a southern style, bluesy rock, jazz fusion mix of your own sort of style, really, isn't it? The band.
Well, I would hope that there was never any jazz in what we do. I think it's kind of. What we say, it's a bit like kind of bebop and 50s rock and roll, and it goes kind of the song as we recorded it was done quite quickly, and it retains a freshness about it. When we play it now, it's one of our favourite ones to play because literally every time we play it, nobody has any idea how long it's going to be, where it's going to go.
So you can just carry it on from like 3 minutes.
It's a jam. And I was reading an interview about us, and they said that we were jamming in front of, and we always do that. We always jam, and there's always sections where we have no idea what's happening, and that's
how it just works.
Because that's what keeps us kind of fresh and stuff,
So even when you're on the road then, and you're like doing things like this now, sound check, do you sort of like just class that as like a jamming session?
No, I mean, there's form to that. You need to play the stuff that you're playing in the set so that the man can get the sound and everything balanced and everything. But sometimes in sound check, perhaps maybe in the middle when we're not quite so tired or whatever, we'll come up with some stuff. And there's a boy that records all the new shit that we have, and then we have a listen to it afterwards. And then that's what U2 used to do, and so the big bands, they tend to record a lot of their sound checks because you get so bored playing the same stuff that you give anything just to hear each other playing something else. So it's a good place to jam out stuff.
So that's a great way of doing it.
Yeah.
So, now, you're quite a difference though, because you're from, like I said, Scotland, and the rest of the guys aren't.
No, the guys are from Lucas from Surrey, really, and Paul and Nick are more from London. Damon, our drummer's from Australia, and I'm from Glasgow, but we all met in London because everybody from all these places goes to London, and when I moved to London in 96, I was only about 20 years old, 21, and
not that much older now, are you?
No, it's amazing. Time goes past, but you stay 21. That's what my mum said, and it's true because we all came to London for the same reason, to make it a music business. Damon came over from Australia because it was you're only going to get so much there, and he was ambitious to go to either America or London. Settled in London. The boys they've got some music school background and that, but they've had some big success in other groups like but also I think all of us have had a lot of time with music where it's not satisfied us, so we got together through meeting each other in London, and it was just before I left. I met Luke just in sort of 2008. It was 2008. And but the band didn't happen for another couple of years after
2011.
Yeah, 2011 is when we got together.
Got together and released a 5-track EP that got into number 12 in the official UK charts.
Yeah.
Now, for a band to do that in 2011 and releasing a 5-track EP and get in the charts at number 12.
Yeah, that was just last year though. When we started out, there wasn't much It took a year. We were together for a year before anybody really knew of us, and then another year passed by before, and then we were doing the touring. The album charted. The album charted. The EP was really just our way of having something to sell at gigs and to show. And then we made the album. We had a little record deal with Eric, and pretty soon after that, it charted. So that was a mad surprise.
I was gonna say that must have been a right big surprise, like for that to happen, to do that.
Yeah.
Now I know you, like I said, you've been on tour, and a load of my mates have seen you all over the country in different places, and they've all said, because on Facebook they're all saying, "Oh, go and see the Temperance movement." The following day, what a fantastic gig! If you've got a chance, get and see these guys playing live.
Yeah.
I like I said, I've seen it come up here down here, and I thought, right, get an interview with you guys, come and watch you live, because I've listened to the tracks and that, and seen the YouTube videos, but it's not the same as watching the band playing.
No, I mean, we've been watching our audience over this tour because there's so many more people at the shows, and there's quite a wide. Hey mate. There's quite a wide range of people there to see us. There was, anything from, loads of different ages. There's, loads of women there. There's loads of older guys. There's a few younger kids and that coming to see us. We have quite a wide appeal, and as far as we can see, I think folk that like rock music, even though like there's a lot of different rock music, and since this boy's as loud as he is with his band, he's usually got a band behind him. I'm surprised at
without the band.
I'm surprised how loud he actually is on his own as well. It's amazing.
Has he been on tour with you all the way through?
Yeah, that's it's the singer from the Brother and Bones. They're so he's just doing a solo spot tonight because they weren't able to do it. Aye, a lot of people like it because we put our fucking whole selves into it. I mean, we go on the stage and we try and get everybody into what we're doing.
Get the audience involved.
And I think from our point of view, there's been a lot of rock music that's been quite morose. It's been quite serious. It's been quite dark. It's been quite, all into itself and fucking horrible. And
it's nice to actually have a band like you come along.
This is just show business. It's just it's kind of the antithesis of a lot of art, where a lot of musicians would call themselves artists and all the rest of it. I think this is just show business, because we know who we are on the stage. I'm not anyway. I'm quite quiet and all the rest of it. I go on and I put on a big act and for an hour and a half. It's a different thing.
It's a different attitude. Is it like a different personality when you get out there on the stage?
It's just
business as usual.
It's just an act. It's just an act. It's just an act. You can
But it's
possibly
like a total different personality in that when you get on stage. It's that persona is like, hang on, when I come off, I'm chilled, I'm relaxed, and that's me.
Yeah, and then that allows you to just have your own sort of life. So we go on and do that each night, and it seems to work. No, everybody's going to like what we do. They're not going to like it. They'll end up getting criticised, and we'll end up, because we're very much heart on sleeve. We put ourselves out there, and I'm expecting it will happen eventually that they'll start kind of criticising what we're doing, and I don't really care. Because it was a surprise that we got this far anyway.
Thing is, though, there's a lot of bands that are coming into the music business now, and they're doing exactly the same sort of style music. They're bringing that into it now. It seems like all that thrash metal and all that is sort of dying off now. And then you get in this sort of soft melodic stuff like what you're doing, the bluesy sort of rocky side of it and all that coming into it in the southern style music. There's a lot of bands are bringing that back into the style.
Yeah. I hope so. I mean, that's what we love. We really love music that you can. It's not. Everything used to be recorded differently. There was, through the 80s there came a massive the interference of studio production, drums became really loud, whereas before they were just
There.
They were just there, and you could hear everything that was going on.
Right, yeah. Now you can hear the drums more on a
it's
CD and things like that because they can boost it through more, can't they?
Yeah, I think the digital signal and all that kind of changed a lot of what happened with music production and made everything louder and unnecessarily. But the thing that we love most is performance. It can
Getting
sound like shit, but if it's performed well, it'll
come out
people
tidy.
love it. A lot of the greatest Stones tunes are really ropey. Exile on Main Street is really ropey in terms of the way that it sounds, because they tried to record it all in a house, and but the performances are great. So
I'm going to say then that your biggest influences growing up was the Stones.
I'd say I heard Exile on Main Street just before I left Glasgow and moved to London, and having been quite a fan of the Beatles up to then, it threw me off, because the Rolling Stones show you how what a rock and roll band is.
And they're still going strong. That's the thing; they're still going strong.
Yes, of course, they're still going.
And I think that's fantastic. A band of their age and stature are still out there playing gigs.
It's great that they're still out there playing gigs. It's fantastic that they are. I mean, if I was looking for anything of theirs online, it would probably be earlier. I wouldn't go to sort of check them out and see what they're doing now. There was a period of time where they were greatest, and it's wonderful that they can have a career based on that.
Will you guys web pages for yourself?
Do we have webpage?
Yeah.
Webpage, thetemperancemovement.com.
Temperancemovement.com.
Yeah.
Facebook as well. You're on Facebook.
Yes, we are.
Let me see now. Twitter, Reverb Nation, iTunes, and all that as well to get hold of your music.
I don't think we have Reverb Nation, but we have Twitter, Facebook, and we have our site, thetemperancemovement.com.
So they can get there and buy it.
The site is actually the best place for us, because we have everything together there on the website.
It's the easiest way to look after it.
Yeah.
Then, like I said, if they want to buy an album, they can get it there, T-shirt off the website, or just come to the gig and buy it.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier, isn't it? Just come to the gig.
Yeah.
Buy one. Do you guys come out and meet up with the crowd after?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Do you like to come back, chill out a little bit, and then get out there, or do you just go? Sorry.
But I usually come back and change my trousers and my T-shirt, right? Because it's usually I usually
Sweaty.
get a bit hot, and then I tidy myself up, put a bit of Lynx on,
just to get rid of that smell. That's no, he's laughing.
and then go out, and then go back out, because it just wouldn't be fair otherwise.
Look, you got to realise the crowd is out there, and if they're enjoying themselves, they're going to get just as sweaty and as hot as you are.
Yeah, I know.
That's the thing. They're going to get as hot and sweaty as you are. So you're coming in here, getting changed, nice, clean, going out there and shaking people's hands and having hugs with these women that are all sweaty and.
Yeah. Well, the hugs. That's the payoff, really. At the end. I mean, if you've done a really good gig and you're quite tired, you just kind of fall into these lasses like that.
Have you had them say, "Oh, I'm going to take you home with me and keep you and feed you"?
I haven't met one yet that I'd want to take
Not
home.
one yet. Not one that wants to take you home and mother you and look after you.
Oh no, they all want to do that. They all want to do that.
Not the other way.
There's too many mammies out there.
And that's the trouble, see. A young band like yourselves, young lads.
Well, we're not actually really that young, but I think we've all got our mammies to take care of us. And you only need one.
That's it. Is there a new album coming out soon?
I wouldn't say it would be soon. I think, if anything, all I would say is we might record something this year, and we might do that over a couple of weeks or something, and we might get the tracks down. But whether or not it'll be out, I doubt it'll be out this year, because it always takes ages to get that kind of thing out. But we'll definitely start recording.
Look for something for next year, then, basically, from the Temperance movement. Now, I know you do acoustic sessions as well.
Well, yeah, we do. We do a lot of acoustic sessions. It's not really our sort of, it's not really a big thing for us, because there's far too many acoustic sessions. There's too many. I've seen too many great bands that are, big bands that are supposed to sound, and then they sort of reduce them to playing acoustically. And I know it's, you get the idea is you get the real thing, but these songs aren't written on acoustic guitar.
No, they're not. They're all written for the electric.
So it's kind of like, if you have to do an acoustic, you have to kind of go, all right,
How the hell are we going to do this one?
You know, and I've played acoustic music far too long in my life. Whenever the guy for the record company says, "What's an acoustic session?" I'm like, "Oh, fucking hell."
So you'd rather just take the amps, plug in, and just play live?
Yes.
It's a lot more fun.
Yes, because we're a rock and roll band. That's what it's supposed to
That's
sound
what it's all
like.
about.
Yeah.
So there's the last date for you now, 3rd of May, down here in Cardiff, the Great Hall.
Yeah.
Finishing off. I think it's fantastic that you're finishing off in Cardiff.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
It tends to finish off in Cardiff always. You know.
They always seem to end up finishing the gigs.
Yeah.
That's great.
This is where we come for the last gigs. Always there. I don't know why, but this is the way that they design it.
Set in, see. It's
You
lucky
know.
man.
And we could not hardly get away the last time.
No.
We were at that Globe, and folk were like throwing themselves in front of the car as we were driving off and
Like,
stuff.
yeah. That's
Hold
mad.
on.
That's mad.
Yeah.
Of course, like I said, you said the Globe. That's a nice little venue down there.
Aye.
And it's a great little sound on such a small stage.
Yeah.
But great sound down there.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong down there, can you?
No, it was good. It
And
was
now, of
good.
course, you've moved up now. You've upgraded to the Great Hall here in the uni.
I know. I didn't really know it was going to be this big when we came here.
It's quite a big hall, isn't it?
It
It's
is.
quite a big size.
It is.
But this is the biggest one. Then you've got the Solaces being done upstairs. Could have stuck you in the canteen on the end there, the CF10.
Okay.
That's even smaller.
All right.
But that's a good little sound in there.
Is it?
But yeah, it's a fantastic sound. I've seen a few bands down there playing, and the sound in there is just amazing. It's so small as well.
Yeah.
But you got, like I said, you got a nice stage here. You're right next to the stage as well. So you haven't got far to get back and get changed, have you?
No.
Yeah, I haven't got far. And of course, you've got a long drive up to Scotland tomorrow. Train.
I'm training it.
That's
and,
drive then. It's like you can drive
I'll
the
see
train
if
up.
there's any
You get to go
a more
faster.
direct route because I just don't
Flying?
get that. Well, no, because I would have to fly to London, I think, first.
No, Glasgow.
If you go tell me
do
that there's a direct
Cardiff,
flight
I
from
think it's
Cardiff to Glasgow,
I'm sure
I'm going to need to go and talk to our manager. I'm going to need to go and talk to him right now.
because you're down near the airport here. You're not far from it, and I'm sure there's a flight straight up.
I bet there is. But anyway, yeah. But that's tomorrow, and then a couple of days, and then back out to Belgium, I think.
Belgium first, is it?
Yeah.
Start over there touring for a couple of days,
Yeah.
then back over here, then for the festivals.
That's it. Yeah.
So you're looking forward to the festivals?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna be great.
You can never go wrong with a British festival, though, can you? The weather's either going to be nice and sunny,
Yeah.
or tipping it down with rain, and
Of
the
course.
crowd still enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's the fun
Either
part.
way, I know. But there's something nice about it being sunny. Let's hope it's sunny.
It's always sunny
God.
though for some of the festivals in the UK.
Yeah.
It's only the odd. I think it only rains sort of on a Sunday night when everyone's got to go home because they're all down and miserable.
Yeah.
So the rain opens then when they're going home. That's the best time. Is all weekend nice and sunny for you guys to get on stage and play.
Yeah.
And that's what you want.
Yeah. We'll enjoy that when it comes.
So like I said, is the last gig now in Cardiff tonight. It's going to be a cracking gig, as usual. You enjoy Cardiff, as you said. You've been down here a few times in Wales playing.
Yeah.
And it's the temperancemovement.com webpage,
Yeah.
where it'll take you to all the links, YouTube page
Everything that you need to know about the Temperance movement is on there.
is on that page.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be great then. Phil, it's been a pleasure chatting to you.
Thanks very
I
much.
can't wait to catch you live.
Oh, that's
Cheers, man.
Hi guys, this is Chris Appleton of Absolver, and you're listening to Angel Gareth on BRFM.